tonight.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow.
Dancing to his left. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill.
Through the middle of the field. He may go.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that.
And the Bengals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And Charles, the big story of the week leading up was not really about the players, but about their head coach looking to tie Bill Belichick with a 6th Super Bowl title.
And something that just keeps coming back to me is something you said during the week leading up to this one, partner. How he continues to reinvent himself as a coach. You mentioned it's not just the X's and O's. You like the way he relates to his players, and you think that makes him special, and I think that you're right. We've seen it through the years. Each team is different. He gives them the right game plan and knows how to read each team to not only just get them to the big game, but to try and win it as well, and they've done a lot of that. As you mentioned, trying to win his 6th Super Bowl title.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll get this down inside the 35.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Play action. Now Purdy.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Steps away to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Escaping the pressure right.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. And that'll do it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 65. Still 3 more to play until we crown a champion.
7-3 the score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
Burrow's throw complete here to Komet.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
And again, back to Komet.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just a 30-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Oh, what a catch by Samuel.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Third and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And the throw there going to be Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now Purdy connects with Kittle underneath.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Again, McCaffrey. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Throwing here, Purdy.
This is caught. Touchdown. George Kittle from 3 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 10 to 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now it's Burrow.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yards on the punt there.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least not.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy on third down. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Burrow.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Cummings. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance.
One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A handoff left, McCaffrey.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
3rd down and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Here's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he works free. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the 49ers will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Burrow.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They run the counter now on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter.
The final quarter here on the biggest stage of the biggest game of the year is about to come your way. 3 quarters in the books, and the 4th up next here in Super Bowl 65.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 3rd and 1, Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 4.
To the air again, Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On the give, this is their fullback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cummings. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cummings. And quickly they get to the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
2nd and 6.
Now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd and 2.
From midfield now, Burrow.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
A final shot now for Burrow. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy.